What are all of those commercials talking about anyway that say that you could get $144 a month back into your Social Security check, or you can get a certain amount of money back in your Social Security check? You see them on TV all the time. Well, in this video, we're going to break down and expose the truth and maybe the not so much truth behind all of these advertisements. Let's get into that. Hello, YouTube. This is Christian Brindle, Medicare health plan expert and specialist, located about 20 minutes outside of Salt Lake City, Utah. My company works with people in about 35 states on their Medicare health plan. And today we're going to be talking about what's known as the Medicare Part B give back and what it is and also what it isn't that the TV commercials portray it to be. If you've ever seen any of those Joe Namath commercials, and I know all of you probably have, or the Go Medicare commercials, that kind of paint the picture that you can get $144 back in your Social Security check no matter who you are. We're going to essentially expose those once again. I actually did a complete video on the Go Medicare commercial that says you can get $144 back in your Social Security check. And I break down exactly what they're talking about in the fine print, where I'll pause the video, I'll dissect it a little bit. You'll enjoy that video if you enjoy this one. I'll leave a link to that one actually right here. I'll pin it so you can go check it out later. But more or less what these programs are actually talking about is two things. Depending on the ad you're actually seeing, if you look at the fine print, especially in the Go Medicare commercial that I talked about a few minutes ago, they're actually talking about if someone has Medicare as well as Medicaid. Now, they paint the picture that you're getting this money back into your Social Security check actually from an insurance company or an insurance plan. Nothing could be further from the truth. When you have Medicaid, is what they're talking about. Medicaid is assistance for people that are in very low income brackets, and it actually will pay a person's Medicare Part B premium for them. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, by the way, with Medicare Part B premium, Medicare Part B is a premium that every single person has to pay when they're on Medicare. At the time of recording this in 2021, it's actually $148.50 a month. If you're in a higher tax bracket, they can charge you more, or if you're in a very low income bracket, they can actually help you pay for it if you qualify for a program like your state's Medicaid. But other than that, everybody is paying a Medicare Part B premium. I see a lot of people that don't even know that it's coming out of their Social Security check every month. A lot of times it doesn't even show up on a statement, but everybody is paying it unless it's being paid for by a Medicaid program for you. So that is your Medicare Part B premium. So they're talking about having that given back to you. That's what all of these commercials are essentially discussing. Now, some of the ads are talking about Medicaid, which is incredibly misleading. The ads that aren't talking about Medicaid are talking about benefits that sometimes you can get included with a Medicare Advantage plan that is known as what's known as a Medicare Part B Give Back program. I'll explain what that is. A Medicare Part B Give Back program is a benefit that's built into a Medicare Advantage plan where the plan itself can essentially work with the Social Security Administration and lower that Medicare Part B premium by a certain amount. It could be $30 a month, $40 a month, $50 a month. And in one market that I can think of that I've ever seen, they actually do the entire thing back. But it's few and far between. Now, these commercials that advertise in all 50 states, they'll run the ad as if you can qualify for it in all 50 states. They'll say you can qualify for up to this amount back into your Social Security check. But it's in one market that I've ever seen, but they'll run it all over the place. More commonly, you're going to find that the plans will give you $20, $30, $40, $50, maybe even $60 or $70 in reduced Medicare Part B premium, which is nothing to sneeze at. However, one thing you have to be aware of is it's actually very common that you'll see that some of these Medicare Advantage plans that come with these Medicare Part B reduction benefits, a lot of times they don't come with prescription drug coverage. There's a type of Medicare Advantage plan out there that's what's known as Medicare Advantage only plans. They don't come with drug coverage. So sometimes these plans that don't have drug coverage can make up for what they're saving by not covering those drugs by offering a Medicare Part B give back benefit. Now, not all plans that give you Medicare Part B give back benefits are going to not have drug coverage, but a lot of them will. You have to make sure that you're being aware of that. I had a client of mine this past open enrollment period. She was talking to someone in a call center. They were trying to give her a plan that we represented, by the way. We knew everything about it. That would give her $50 a month back into her Social Security check. Well, essentially, it would lower her Medicare Part B premium by $50 a month. And that was actually a big difference for her. The problem with it was she takes 3 insulins. All 3 of them combined had a retail value of over $1,000 a month. And if she was to change over to that plan, she'd have no prescription drug coverage, and she would be paying that $1,000 a month out of pocket just to save $50 a month. The call center representative actually went on to tell her she'd be 100% covered on her insulins, which was complete fantasy. And she was very thankful that she called and checked with me first before she did anything. Of course, she knew that if there was something like that available, we would have told her about it. Seemed too good to be true. A lot of times if it seems too good to be true, that it is. But in some markets you'll find, like Florida is a good example of this, that they have a plan that will give you all of your Medicare Part B premium back, although it might not be good in a lot of other areas. But a lot of plans in Florida will give you $80, $90, $100, $110, maybe $120 a month reduction of your Medicare Part B premium. That's helpful. Or if it's more of a rural state like where I live in Utah, people can get $10, $20, $30, maybe $40 or $50 a month back into their Social Security check from their Part B reduction benefit. So it just depends on where you're watching it from. It's a good thing for you to be aware of because it's become available in many, many more places, but most commonly you'll find it's not the whole Medicare Part B premium like the commercials like to point out. So just to be aware of this, make sure that you understand how these plans actually work and what they do. Don't just buy a plan just to get the money back in your Social Security check. Make sure that it also covers your prescriptions, covers your doctors, has good medical benefits, has everything else that's important to you with a plan. Because if you get a plan just to give a little bit back in your Social Security check, but it's bad in everywhere else, you're going to probably lose more money than you're actually saving. Everybody, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful, educational. If you found this video helpful on what this polarizing and controversial area is on the Medicare Part B premiums, do us a favor, drop a like on the video so more people like you can find it that need to hear this information. Make sure to subscribe for future Medicare and insurance-based information. Hit the bell so you're notified when we post. And until next time, we'll see you. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like on the video, comment your thoughts, and make sure to subscribe for future insurance and Medicare information.